Hi, welcome to Sense Studio YouTube channel. What I'm going to do today is talk about some basics of watercolors. So I've got a soft line here, and then I'm going to make this round here, and then bring it down. And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to put it here for my peak, and here for my peak. And then just level it off. Great. So it doesn't have to be perfect. So
watercolors. I've got my watercolor brush. It's a round brush. I have my water and my paper towels. Get your brush wet, check it to see if it's dirty, and then twirl it, check it, twirl it again, see how much paint you've got on it, and
you take this and we're just going to outline it. So when I do this, I tend to be close to the end of my brush and I hold it like this. It allows me to use my wrist. So I'm going to go back again. I'm going to show you that movement. I'm going to go slowly. Then what I'm going to do is take my brush, I'm going to clean it, get rid of some of my paint. It's damp. And then I'm going to twirl it. And I'm not smashing the brush, I'm just turning it. And sometimes if there's just enough paint, all you have to do is paint across it. So there we go. Wonderful. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to use a little bit more blue. I'm going to check it. Okay, you can check it with a paper towel. And I'm going to make it a little bit darker. A little bit more paint. I'm going to make it a little bit more darker. Great. Then I'm going to clean my brush. And then I'm going to drag it down. I'm twirling my brush. So what did I do? I skipped that area. Do you see how I skipped that? Yeah. I skipped that area. I'm twirling my brush. I'm making kind of, not lifting it up, making like circles. Great. And then I'm going to clean my brush. I really recommend that you do this on a tiny paper. Do not go big. It's really hard to do this on a big piece of paper. Go teeny weeny. You'll be a lot happier. All right, let's do that again. This time I'm going to make it even darker. There's a lot of paint on this, so it's a little bit harder to control. It might go into that if it's still touching it. And if it does, I'm going to show you what you can do. Ooh, I like that. That looks kind of cool. What do you think? If you don't like it, let's go back, put some more paint there. You can take your paper towel or your brush and you can get rid of it. So I like that. It kind of looks like little trees. You can keep it, or you can make sure it's really clean here. And you can take a little piece of the paper towel and you can blot it. So watercolor will go wherever the paint is. So I lifted up some of my paint. I'm going to dry my brush. And now what I can get close up, I can take this and just wipe it out. You don't want to really play with it too long. You just gotta do this, clean your brush, and you can literally take your brush that's dry and has no paint on it and wipe it out like that. Okay, and I'm gonna add more paint back here. And that's just because it touched or merged with other water. So wherever water is, that's where the color is gonna go. I'm gonna go back over here, and this is another way you can fix it, is just by covering that up like that. Whichever way you want to do it, or you can just leave it. I thought they kind of looked cool. I liked that, but that was just me. But I wanted to show you what you can do. So this is a lot of water. I had waited a little bit while I was fixing that, so I'm twirling this because it can stain it. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to go ahead and bring this down there. Now I'm going to end with green. So this is a great way. Notice how I'm not touching that. Oopsie, like that. This is a great way to practice using the paint and using the watercolors and getting used to what they can do and how you can fix things, right? You want to be able to fix things. Sometimes you don't want to paint on the edge like that, do you? But go for it. You can always clean it up. And knowing how to fix your quote-unquote mistakes, really, really helpful. Or just work with it, right? These are called techniques. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my brush, really, really clean it. I'm going to take this and go across. Now, just one quick thing for you to understand. I have everything on my right, and I am right-handed. So I had my water on my right with my paint, and then I have my piece of paper. I did not have my water here and dragging it across to mix. If I did that, I would get droplets all over my artwork. So that's really important to set yourself up for success by having things ready for you. So thanks for tuning in, liking, and subscribing to my YouTube channel.